Alright, so I've fully kicked off with my whole MIT series and whatnot. So this is the second week. These are technically supposed to be problem set two, but the first one was problem set zero because it was a very easy problem set, which is why I did not make any commentary on it. And this second one is problem set one. The title of the week was branching and something, which is basically conditionals, if else statements, loops, all those. So the problem set it's a bit bulkier than the other one. Reading it, it may seem a bit complex, but once you've understood it, it's very, very easy. So you can pause the video here, read it, try and attempt it. But aside that, I'm just going to jump in fully. So before we jump in, just know that you see this listing from number one to seven. This has given us the complete, not algorithm per se, but the must know for the program. It has listed all the what is it called? It's listed all the variables we need to work with, all the calculation we're going to do, and there's even listed out the values for some of the variables. If you scroll down, you can see some other guidance and like hints on how to attempt it. Then they give us test cases to be sure our program is working well. Like I said, this particular one comes in three parts: this part A, part B, part C. They're all linked up, but this current video we're only going to be focusing on part A, and then we'll have part B and C con whatever. And if you want to see the full video of today, so the course, this particular one is a 12 weeks course. Each of the videos are approximately an hour long. So I'm doing a compressed video where instead of watching 12-hour long video, you have to watch an hour or less. So if you're interested in seeing that, you can head over to my YouTube, subscribe. But yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to jump into this video. So like I said, there are a list of I don't know why I'm feeling so tired right now. There are a list of variables that have already been called for. So I'm just going to write down all those variables and I'll come back and explain each and every one to you. Alright, so this is total cost. The total that is the total amount the house is going to cost. The current savings, how much do you have currently saved, which should not be confused with portion saved. Portion saved is the percentage or the decimal, is just the percentage that they want to save for their initial salary. So that was one thing that confused me when I was working on it earlier. Current savings, the amount that has been saved. Portion saved is the percentage rate you want to save it for. R is your interest rate. Annual salary is literally annual salary, and your monthly salary is practically your monthly salary. Month is what we are returning at the end of each program. So I just need to just keep track of how many months the program is asking us to calculate how many months before they save for the down payment. This is another thing I made a mistake with, for the down payment of the house, not for the full, not like how many months before they will raise money for the down payments, not for the full payment. Then they told us that the down payment is the total cost of the house by 0.25, that's 25%. So yeah, let's jump into it. It's a very short line of code. Like I said, it's a very easy program once you've understood it. So we're going to use while loop so you can continue looping until what we are trying to find has been achieved. So we're just going to simply say while the portion down payment, which is the total amount of money from the down payment, like which they are saving for, while the amount of down payment is still greater than their current savings, which means they have not saved enough money for it. We're going to so this is the calculation. This particular calculation we're using now is in the question that they gave us. So there were two different formulas, so it's for you to just merge them together. So one of them is calculating, like, so they say that at the ending of each month there is this interest rate we'll make use of R, which is this one that I'm about to put now. So that is this current savings times R. So it's saying that at the end of each month, what I use equals to, at the end of of each month, you are going to increment it by the value of this stuff. I'm confusing myself. They even listed out the formula for us there, so that's what I'm putting here right now. So that it's current saving times R. Then the second stuff that we're asked to calculate. Okay, this R is, we're going to make it R by 2. That is for each month. So it's a yearly rate interest, but we want to calculate it at the end of each month. Okay, next thing is now calculating the portion that was saved and adding that saved portion to the current savings that we're using. And we're doing it at a monthly basis. It's going to be monthly salary. And finally, the months that we're keeping track of, are just going to increment it. So since Python doesn't really have an incrementation self function, because in C, maybe it's just this double plus that will increment it. But instead, what we'll just do is plus equal to 1. So what it's going to do is going to carry whatever value is inside months, increase it by 1, and save it back into months. And once we're done with everything, we can just print out months, which is the value we're trying to get. And we can save it. So now we're going to run it and implement some of their tests, whatever. So the very first one says this. So I've already run it in my terminal, so I'm just going to convert copy it. So the first one said if they save if their dream house cost 1 million, their monthly salary is I think 120 or so, I don't know. And the portion that they want to save is 0.10. They should get 183. 103. So let's try it one again. So how many zeros is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me see the house first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One. Shit. Why am I finding it so hard to count ordinary numbers? Let's run the program again first. Okay. So I think what's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then monthly salary, yearly salary 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And finally the percentage that they want to be saving, 0.15. And this one should be 105. So our program is correct, and you can come back probably tomorrow whenever for B and C. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, surprise, and leave a comment if you have any questions to ask. Feel free to ask, and I hope I'll see you guys here next time. Bye guys.